You feel like you've made mistake after mistake, but it's all leading up to something incredible that Jesus specifically wants you to understand. He has been watching every failure, every wrong turn, every moment you felt like giving up, and He's concerned you might miss the beautiful purpose behind it all. This isn't just another motivational video. It contains a divine revelation about why your mistakes were necessary. Jesus cares so deeply about your journey that He would be heartbroken if you dismiss this critical truth without understanding how perfectly orchestrated your path has been. The message you're about to receive has been carefully arranged to reach you at this exact moment in your story. There's a divine appointment happening right now as you watch. Don't scroll away, because what you're about to learn will completely transform how you see every mistake you've ever made. This isn't ordinary encouragement about learning from failure. It's a divine revelation about how Jesus has been weaving every mistake into a masterpiece you can't see yet. He has been watching your journey with loving purpose, knowing exactly where each wrong turn would lead you. Missing this particular message could mean missing the breakthrough that all your mistakes have been preparing you for. This revelation marks a limited time spiritual window that's opening in your life right now. Jesus cares so deeply about your understanding that He would be genuinely concerned if you failed to recognize this divine pattern. That's why this message found you today. Your attention to this video isn't by chance. It's a divinely orchestrated moment designed to help you see the purpose that has been hidden in every failure. What looked like mistakes were actually stepping stones to something beautiful that's about to unfold in your life. Every mistake you've made when you were trying your best has been seen and understood. Every moment of shame when you felt like you couldn't do anything right has been witnessed with compassion. All the times you've questioned why you keep failing when others seem to succeed easily have been acknowledged. Your struggles with repeated patterns haven't gone unnoticed. Those moments when you felt like the biggest failure in the room, Jesus saw your pain. The times when your confidence was shattered by another wrong choice, yet you somehow found the strength to try again. That courage was recognized in heaven. The weight of regret you've carried, sometimes too heavy to share with anyone, has all been held by loving hands. The journey of growth isn't always smooth, and God's purposes aren't always obvious. Sometimes they require looking back with spiritual eyes to recognize. Jesus understands this challenge, which is why He's making this particular revelation so clear you can't possibly miss it. The divine purpose Jesus wants you to recognize appears in the lessons you learn from each mistake, but is often overlooked because the pain seemed too great to be meaningful. This purpose shows up in the character that was built through your failures, the wisdom that came from your wrong choices, and the compassion that grew from your struggles. It appears in the strength you developed by getting back up, the humility that came from being wrong, and the determination that grew from disappointment. This divine purpose is uniquely designed for your specific calling, something Jesus has personally crafted through your exact combination of mistakes, that it connects directly to the breakthrough God has been preparing and the ministry He's been developing in you. Jesus chose these particular failures because they shaped you in ways success never could have. The window to recognize this purpose won't remain open forever. When you finally see it, you'll understand why every mistake was necessary for who you're becoming. When you recognize this divine purpose behind your mistakes, many confusing aspects of your journey will suddenly make perfect sense. Failed relationships that seemed meaningless, career setbacks that felt devastating, and personal struggles that appeared to be wastes of time will all connect in a beautiful moment of divine clarity. Jesus has wonderful news for you today. Your season of breakthrough is beginning, and important transformations are happening within and around you now. The divine has seen something unique about your perseverance through failure, and now you've been chosen to receive this special revelation about your purpose. This moment marks something significant in your spiritual journey. It's a clear indication that your character development through trials is complete, and your calling is ready to emerge. Something incredibly meaningful is unfolding in your relationship with Jesus, far deeper than you might have imagined possible. The recognition of this purpose begins a spiritual awakening that will touch every area of your life, transforming your pain into power and your mistakes into ministry. There's a wave of heavenly attention surrounding your journey right now. You're becoming more spiritually mature through every failure, naturally developing the character traits needed for your calling. Recognizing this divine purpose brings a heightened awareness of God's presence in even your most difficult moments. More spiritual insights about your destiny will begin flowing to you than ever before. This isn't happening by chance. It's a carefully arranged blessing designed specifically for this transitional season of your life. Your persistence through mistakes matters more than you realize. Your spiritual growth through failure inspires heaven to reveal greater purposes. Your faith during difficult times makes a difference in the spiritual atmosphere around you. This divine recognition shows that Jesus deeply values your journey and the person you're becoming through it. Each mistake you've learned from, even when the lesson was painful, has prepared you exactly for this moment of revelation. Jesus delights when you finally see the purpose He's been weaving through your pain. The timing of this revelation is no coincidence. It comes now because you're spiritually ready to handle the truth about your purpose. This precise moment has been divinely chosen because you've grown in character and wisdom through your failures. Your spiritual eyes are now open enough to see purpose where you once saw only pain. Your heart has been tenderized through trials. Your spiritual understanding has deepened through experience. Your soul is now prepared to receive this divine perspective more clearly than ever before. All the mistakes you've made and lessons you've learned have been preparation for this moment of clarity. Nothing in your journey has been wasted. Every failure has shaped your ability to recognize God's purpose when it's revealed. This particular breakthrough that your mistakes prepared you for is connected to larger spiritual movements happening right now. Jesus is revealing similar purposes to those who are spiritually ready to step into their calling after being refined through trials. If you're feeling blessed by this divine revelation about your mistakes, please consider sending a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more to support our channel's mission of sharing these important breakthrough messages. Your generosity helps these divine insights reach those who desperately need to understand God's purpose in their pain. When you give, you participate in a sacred exchange that allows us to continue creating content that transforms people's perspective on failure and leads them into their divine calling. As you begin to understand this divine purpose behind your mistakes, new spiritual awareness will naturally develop in your life. This clearer vision brings new responsibilities, not just to yourself, but to everyone God places in your path, who might be drowning in shame over their failures. Don't view these responsibilities as burdens, but as sacred opportunities to participate in Jesus' work of redemption. This revelation signals it's time to step into spiritual maturity and embrace this chapter with heavenly wisdom and purpose. Finding balance becomes essential during this breakthrough season. While celebrating this new understanding of your mistakes, remember to nurture your practical faith through prayer, scripture, and community. These spiritual disciplines have sustained you through failure and will continue to support you as you grow into this expanded role as someone who helps others find purpose in their pain. Jesus is inviting you to become more than just someone who overcame, but a person who helps others see redemption in their struggles too. As you become sensitive to this divine purpose in your mistakes, think about how you can help others who are still drowning in shame over their failures. Your experience shows that Jesus is constantly working redemption, even when we can't see it through our pain. Heaven witnesses every moment of breakthrough, every recognition of divine purpose, and every choice to trust God's plan despite past failures. Your story of finding purpose in mistakes brings hope to people feeling worthless or wondering if God can still use broken people. Your awareness becomes a light that helps others develop eyes to see what Jesus is weaving through their struggles. This revelation about your purpose isn't meant to be a private blessing. It's an invitation to help others experience the same redemptive clarity. Jesus often works through those who have recently discovered their purpose to help awaken others who are still trapped in shame. Your newfound understanding serves as both personal breakthrough and ministry opportunity to help others find meaning in their mistakes. As you navigate this new understanding of God's purpose in your mistakes, stay consistently connected to this divine perspective. Jesus reminds you that while recognizing purpose in past failures is wonderful, it's just the beginning of a lifetime of trusting His plan through every challenge. Maintain the spiritual maturity that allowed you to see redemption in your pain. In the first place, guard against returning to shame and self-condemnation that made you miss God's purposes in the past. Let your breakthrough awareness continue to flow from genuine faith and daily trust in Jesus' ability to work all things together for good. With this new understanding of how God uses mistakes comes ongoing responsibility to remain hopeful and responsive during future challenges. Use this perspective wisely to navigate new obstacles without falling into old patterns of shame and defeat. Embrace this journey with both humility and confidence, showing others that finding purpose in pain comes from staying connected to Jesus daily through prayer, worship, scripture, and trusting His redemptive power even when you can't see the bigger picture. Picture a future where you consistently trust God's purpose through every setback and challenge. Imagine divine doors opening because of the character you develop through mistakes, spiritual appointments arriving precisely because you learn perseverance, and your understanding of God's redemptive power expanding beyond anything you've experienced before. Jesus stands with you, encouraging you to embrace this journey of purpose with complete trust in His ability to redeem every mistake. This is truly your moment to experience deeper divine connection through understanding His masterful weaving of your story. This marks the beginning of a time when your faith, wisdom, and heart will be more aligned with heaven than ever before. Accept this revelation with gratitude, and remember that you're surrounded by divine support on this journey of breakthrough. The path ahead holds countless opportunities to experience Jesus' guidance through situations that will reveal more of His purposes. What joy awaits as you learn to trust the divine pattern being woven through every experience, even the difficult ones. If this message has awakened hope in your heart about God's purpose in your mistakes, please consider blessing our channel with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or whatever amount feels right to you. Your support creates a beautiful spiritual exchange and allows us to continue sharing these breakthrough revelations with those who need them most. Your generosity helps fund our mission to help others find redemptive purpose in these challenging times. If you're ready to declare that you see God's purpose in your past mistakes, type 999 in the comments below as your declaration of breakthrough awareness. The journey of recognizing God's purpose in your mistakes continues beyond this revelation. As you step into breakthrough awareness, stay grounded in Scripture and prayer that keeps your perspective aligned with heaven's view of your story. Every mistake you now understand as purposeful could be the exact encouragement someone else has been waiting to hear about their own failures. Your growing spiritual maturity serves as inspiration for others, wondering if God can still redeem their broken pieces. Move forward with a confident heart, a trusting mind, and a responsive spirit, ready to embrace whatever God has prepared through your journey. Create opportunities for others to recognize divine purpose. As you enjoy the breakthrough coming your way, the spiritual truth of redemption has always been part of how Jesus works in the lives of those who love Him. By choosing to trust His purpose in your pain, You join a long tradition of faithful people who have learned to see His hand in everything. Your mistakes weren't mistakes at all. They were perfectly orchestrated steps leading you exactly where you need to be for the breakthrough that's coming.